Hi. So in this particular video, we will be looking into identity access management in AWS. So we have just recently created an account, and one of my friend was looking to learn about AWS, and he just created a new account with with his debit card. And so we will be looking into basics of AWS in some of the videos. And so let me introduce him first of all. So Priyanshu, can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi all. My name is Priyanshu, and I'm currently working with Citibank as one of the core team members of cybersecurity. I have 8+ years of experience. I have completed my OSCP, WPTX, and CISSP so far, and I'm glad to meet all of you. Thanks for Simran.
Okay. Uh, so the most important part, or you can say most important privilege management service which AWS provides is IAM. IAM stands for Identity Access Management. So it is kind of similar to user roles and the privileges which we have in Unix. Like in Unix, we are having users groups and sudo permissions and file permissions. So similar uh, structure is created by AWS for the cloud services. Uh, so the full form of IAM is Identity and Access Management. It is a global service. Global service means whatever resources a user creates in IAM, so that will be applicable to all of the regions. Uh, what I'm trying to say is, Priyanshu, can if you give me the control, I
Sure.
am just
Please
requesting it.
request. Yeah,
Yes.
sure. Done.
Okay, thank you. So if you see here in the top right, just adjacent to your name, there are different regions in the AWS. Means in these many regions, we can deploy resources. So, but in case of IAM, if we search from the search bar, uh, internet is kind of slow, so sorry for this. Okay, so this is how your IAM dashboard will look like. Currently, we are logged in as root user. Root user means the first user with which you have created the account. So that will be your default root user. And root user always logs in using email address and the password. Uh, so within IAM, there are different things which you can create. So on the right side in the dashboard home page, you will be seeing your account ID. And account alias means you can also create a name for your account. What that means is you will be able to log in uh, using alias as well. Like you can create your own alias. Like let's say Priyanshu has created his account, so Priyanshu can create a alias with the name Priyanshu123, and instead of entering account ID again and again, he can just use that alias for logging in as well. So let's see now what are the resources which we can create in IAM. Uh, so first is users. If I click on this, so users are basically normal like users which we create in Linux operating system. Similarly in AWS, we can create multiple users. So for creating a new user, you just need to click here in add user and then give any name. Let's say test. Now, if you want to provide console access means uh, user will be able to log in uh, by using his credentials to the AWS management console. Then you can check this, and then uh, you want to select this, and then you will be creating a password for that particular user. So let's say we just create a temporary password. So the password is test@123. Then if you want to, if you want the user to change the password when he tries to logs in the first time, then you can uh, check this, but we don't want to do that, so uncheck this. Then we click next, and currently we don't have any group, so you can directly give permissions, like by going to attach policy. So we will be looking into these as well. So let's say I want to make this user administrator. Administrator access permission is the most permissive permission, means this is the thing like sudo user, which we have in Unix. So this particular user will be able to do, will be able to perform any operation on any resource, and the effect is allow. That means this user can create any resource or modify anything within this account. So this is the administrator user for this particular account. Uh, so you just need to select this and then click on next. So now they will just show you that this will be the username which will be created. Uh, Password we have already set. Password reset will not be required when the user logs in first time, and the uh, permissions. So this administrator access is a AWS managed permission. We can also create our own permissions. Permissions are just JSON files basically. So we will look into that as well. But for now, just for creating user, this is the way. So tags are basically key value pairs. These are just for categorization. Categorization means, let's say there are thousands of users in your environment, and you want to search some of the users who are part of, let's say, if we say department here, okay, and department can be any department, like say IT or sales. Let's say sales. Okay, so if we create tags like that, so the categorization is easier for the uh, users. Means you will be able to search users on the basis of tags itself. Means these users are part of this group, these users are part of this. So basically categorization and easy searching. So now user is created. You can check that by going to IAM again. If you can see here, you can see here user is one. So one user we just created, this user, test user is created. This is not part of any group. Last activity never means it, this user has not logged in yet. And password, I think this is password creation date. Yeah, password age, yes. 2 minutes. So now let's try to log in. So for logging in, again, you need to go to AWS Management Console. Log back in. Okay. So now, in this case, we will not be using root user. We will be using the user which we have just created. So now here we need to enter the account ID. Account ID is the ID which we just seen, that is unique for each account. Uh, this ID, you just need to copy this and paste here. Or you can use alias as well. So this is the means usage of alias. You don't need to remember the account ID if you have created an alias for your account. So that is the basic usage of alias, why we create alias. Then we need to enter the username. Username is test. Password, sign in. So you can see we are logged in as test user. And this is the first time we are logging in. That's why AWS is showing us how to use console. So you can see the details of the account here as well. Okay, so that's it for this small video demonstration. So in this particular video, we have seen how to create a user uh, in AWS. Thank you.